Good morning, Tuesday morning. What an insane day I have today in Tel Aviv. Starting meeting Doron Alter, a VC entrepreneur, someone I should have met a very long time ago. Then heading to Amazon's new offices to meet Uri Schneider, again, someone I've heard about from approximately 300 people, and not sure how we haven't met till today. A couple other meetings, and then meeting a very large, well, she's not large, but she's important, TV journalist named Hadar Aviel, who is on one of Israel's most prominent TV stations. We're meeting to talk tech, and a project she's working on, let's just say that. It's going to be a very, very geeky day. And then tonight, I'm meeting the new mayor of Beit Shemesh to talk about tech in the city. Pretty pumped about this day. Here we go. So my 9:30 canceled. We're going to meet next week at the Our Crowd Summit. So my first meeting is with Amazon this morning, Uri Schneider, who I've heard about literally from I don't even know how many people over the last 5-10 years. Never met the guy, as far as I know. So I'm going to see their new offices. Haven't been there. And I took advantage of this canceled meeting, and I got a ridiculous amount of work done this morning. So I'm pretty happy about that. I have about an hour left to kill, so I'm going to head to WeWork and see what's up. Get in the elevator in Tel Aviv, you bump into hotshot entrepreneurs like this guy. Hey. I don't have a t-shirt like that. What's going on? Who are you?
I'm Mike from Trapica.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. I've been in New York.
Oh, alright, then you have an excuse. We should have a cup of coffee soon.
Oh, definitely.
What's Trapica? Quick.
We use AI to target the right audience.
Literally, elevator pitch.
Campaigns and the right time when they're ready to convert.
Love it. Alright, I'm going to be super spontaneous now. I'm meeting Talia to go see the new Powtoon office before the Amazon meeting. Amazon's at 10:30, it's now 10 o'clock. Talia's convinced it's a 5-minute walk to the new Powtoon offices, and I think it's no less than 10. But she said start walking towards her, so I'm starting to walk towards her. Have to be in Amazon in 25 to 30 minutes. Let's see if we can make this happen. I present to you the new Powtoon building. That building right there. Amazing. Wow. I'm not leaving. I'm moving in. That's it. I'm bringing a sleeping bag and I'm moving in. Was a seriously incredible meeting. My next meeting was supposed to be at Mitos with a company called WakingApp that was introduced to me via Joseph Mandelbaum, who is an old friend and was the CEO of a public Israeli company. I was supposed to meet them at Mitos, but the meeting with Amazon ran very late. I'm meeting them in Sarona instead. Problem is, there's no kosher meat in Sarona, so we're eating dairy. Do I look happy to you? I love walking the streets of Tel Aviv, bumping into like incredible entrepreneurs. This guy who just said hello to me, I met him at an Aleph event years ago. And he's building a rocket ship of a company. Of course, we're gonna have a cup of coffee and you'll hear more soon, but in like 4 minutes, we just established that we have 18,000 mutual contacts in New York, actually. Anyway, Tel Aviv is just unparalleled. Talk about the importance of context in meetings. I talk about this all the time. Like, you make an intro, make sure both sides know the context, make sure that both sides want in. Double opt-in, I call it. Speak to both sides. Hey, A, do you want to speak to X? And speak to X and say, hey, X, do you want to speak to A? Here's the reasons. Both of you guys agree? Make the intro. That's the way they make intros. Right. There's one exception.
All right.
When the person making the intro is someone you trust so deeply that when they say you need to meet, you don't ask questions. That is my relationship with Joseph Mandelbaum, who introduced us. Joseph knows me my whole life. a business leader, brought companies public, just an amazing dude, someone I trust with my eyes closed. He said I need to meet you, he told you need to meet me, we don't ask questions.
Right, exactly.
Is that a good introduction?
Exactly,
All right,
yeah.
good, beautiful. What's your name?
Matan Libis.
Matan Libis, all right. What's your story, and like, before this company, 2 minutes, give me your background.
Actually, I started off a company called Speedball, a co-founder of that company, a social studying platform for students. We have around, I think they have around 500,000 students around the world,
Wow.
basically in America.
A platform for students, I love it.
Allowing like students to share quizzes, exams,
Awesome.
study together and stuff like that.
Cool.
And actually after that I joined WakingApp around 2.5 years ago. And a year and a half ago I became with Joseph's help, I became the CEO of WakingApp.
So first of all, what's the domain, wakingapp.com?
WakingApp.com. App like an app.
Okay. But by the way, now that I'm thinking out loud here, why is it called that?
So, as I told you, the company started off as a studio. We were providing services
right,
for brands.
right, okay.
So we thought about taking 2D and make it as a
I got
3D kind of.
You're putting life into, okay.
And now everybody thinks we're doing like alarm clocks.
Okay, I got it. So, all right, WakingApp is, we'll talk about what you do in a second, but as far as the company is concerned, first of all, are we allowed to talk about who your investors are, or is that something that's not?
No, of course, it's
Yeah,
open.
So, who's your main investor?
Paul Packer from
Paul Packer knows me since I'm literally, I'm not even exaggerating, knows me since I'm 1 year old. I'm not even kidding. And I had lunch with Joseph 2 weeks ago, and he introduced me to Paul. We reconnected. He knows me my whole life, and so he's heavily invested in this company. And you know, from my perspective, say no more. Like, Joseph's involved, Paul's involved. Like, you guys are kicking butt. All right, what is WakingApp?
So, WakingApp, obviously, first of all, we're doing AR, augmented reality, just to make sure everybody understands.
Nobody knows yet. Right? So let me give a little background on what that even means. Okay, so just objectively speaking, I don't need to sell you on AR because it's pretty obvious that, but I will sell you on it for 1 second. The fact that we're going like this all day long today, the fact that we're looking at these are amazing devices, right? As far as the evolution of computing. But still, objectively speaking, it's ridiculous that people are walking on the streets going like this. When I'm wearing glasses, I could be wearing, we have projection technology. There's all kinds of things we've had for a long time. Why is the way we are interacting with computers still this way? It's ridiculous. I'm not even talking about a mouse and other things. We need to evolve in terms of the way that humans and computers interact. The next wave, some might call it. There was a book that a friend of mine wrote. Oh, I can't remember the name right now. I don't remember. Scoble has a book on it. It's Fifth Transformation. I don't remember what it's called. Whatever. But anyway, there's no question that in the future, when I say future, I don't mean 20 years. I mean the next 2, 3, 5 years max.
Exactly.
The way we interact with computers is going to change. It could be augmented reality. It could be virtual reality. It could be mixed reality, which is a mixture. But at the end of the day, it's going to change. Augmented reality is widely regarded as the highest chances of being adopted, mainly because everyone knows that Apple's building stuff, Facebook's building stuff, and so augmented reality is, I would say, out of the three, the safest bet.
Yeah.
That's probably what you're building.
So, WakingApp, we build a software called WakingApp AR Studio. It's actually kind of Photoshop for AR, allowing businesses, designers, and developers to create any kind of AR experiences in one place, view them in their apps. We actually have an SDK that integrates into existing mobile apps, or have it as a white label app for those businesses that doesn't have an app yet.
All right, let me dumb this down.
All right, please.
Can't help it. Let me dumb this down. People talk about the revolution that the iPhone brought to the world, but I think most people who talk that way miss the point, because when the iPhone came out, it didn't have an app store, and the iPhone without an app store was basically a piece of metal. The revolution came when the App Store came, letting developers build an ecosystem. Now, with all due respect to all the hype and the buzz around AR, if we don't have AR experiences, as in content, then great that we have this technology, but how does it affect my life? And so we need to increase the amount of content production, AR content production. And we need to, I'm gonna use a big word, you'll forgive me, democratize that production.
All right.
We need to enable people and companies to create AR content and experiences. That's what you guys do.
Exactly.
How's that?
Sounds good. Thank you. I should
hire me,
definitely
man.
take this.
Hire me as a marketing guy. Make it
put it on my website.
You're recording
This
that
intro, yeah, and I use it all the time.
So listen, that's the bottom line. Now you're not the only one to do this. There are quite a few companies in the industry. Is it okay if we talk about it?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, Unity is like Unity is kind of like a cross-platform development
for gaming mostly,
Right.
but now also most AR experiences are
Right.
created
So
with Unity.
Unity's huge. You said Amazon has their own.
Apple, Google have announced their use technologies in that field.
Apple has AR Kit.
Of course,
Right.
and Google has AR Core.
I didn't.
It's
I didn't
actually
know
the
that,
same
actually.
thing
Yeah,
for them.
Right. So everyone's going in on this industry.
Everybody are going big in AR right now, yeah.
So you're this kind of, I would say, lean startup here in Tel Aviv building this thing, and at the end of the day, we're talking about technology that enables anyone to create an AR experience
Right.
in 3 minutes.
Yeah, start up in
is-
3 minutes. Yeah,
Right.
and
I mean, that's
actually
the number.
update them all the time.
Right. And if that's not democratization, then I don't know what is. I mean, that's 3 minutes, right? That's pretty incredible stuff. So listen, bottom line is, if someone's watching this, they're interested in what you're doing in any capacity, what's the best way to reach out to you? How do people reach you?
We are very simple, you know, we're in Israel.
Yeah.
People can email us, people can go to our
email?
website and leave their contact. They can always email our info@WakingApp email, or even me personally.
What's your email?
Matan@WakingApp.com.
MATAN@WakingApp.com.
Simple as that.
Simple. Beautiful, man. Love it. I always love discovering new companies, and I love it, especially when there are good people involved. And I'm a big fan of many of the people working in your company. So goes without saying, anything that I can do to help you win, let me know. And I got to run to my next meeting now.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Next time we'll do it over steak, not fish.
100%.
It's my fault though. Thanks, dude. Today was a pretty cool day. Tonight I'm meeting the mayor of Beit Shemesh, the city in which I reside. She's the new mayor, and she's kind of sparking a revolution in the city here. She invited me in to talk tech. I am on the fence, or I was on the fence whether to bring the camera, but I pretty much decided against it. Just kind of creates awkwardness, and I would imagine she would not be too comfortable going on camera now. And, you know, again, she's meeting to talk about tech, so maybe the next time I meet her. Tomorrow's going to be an insane day at Powtoon's new offices, which you got a glimpse of today, but I'll be there all day tomorrow. Pretty pumped about that, and a couple of other meetings. See you then.